talk about your boy Verratti.
I didn't even say that. I just thought that, like, you know, since like it's his
Birthday.
born day, like, yeah, exactly, like, you just
Hey,
relive his career and shit.
by the
And where
way,
does he rank?
Like like of all time, or just like just right now?
well, before that, real quick, I just want to know: is Ramos supposed to be starting tomorrow?
Yes,
Yeah.
in every predicted lineup.
Oh my, yeah, that's a bad sign.
I say go watch golf, man. I mean, they called me crazy, man.
It's
But it is
really
what it is.
Where would we rank him, PSG? I would say Marco Verratti is top 5 midfielders I've ever seen, at least. And I think this generation, he has been the best midfielder in the world.
Stop, man. Stop this.
No,
Stop
David, I saw what you said. De Bruyne is not a better player than Verratti.
Nah,
If you think
stop
so,
it.
then you know, then you don't know ball.
Stop it,
Then
bro.
you don't know
Stop,
ball.
stop
Then you
it.
don't know ball.
You're
Then you
you're
know ball.
waffling. You're chatting, bro.
Every time De Bruyne has played against us, he's been ass. Apart from the 2016 game, he has been ass when he has played.
That makes no sense. Like your reasoning for you said like because he hasn't performed against PSG, that means he's not good. That's ludicrous.
Because what he
They're
does in the
different-
Premier
they're
League doesn't
different
matter.
players. They're
What he
different
does in
players.
the
Yeah, but different
Farmers
players-
Leagues
yeah,
doesn't
but-
matter.
They're
Doesn't
different
matter what he
players.
does in the Farmers League. No, David, you know the crazy passes that De Bruyne does. I've never seen him though do such an assist in a big game in the Champions League or something. He only does that against Farmers, stats pads, assists.
Mo, please, man. Like you can
De
disrespect
Bruyne's a
anybody in Man
genius,
City,
man.
but
Don't do that.
respect the Kevin De Bruyne, the best Premier League midfielder of all time. Please,
Oh
respect
my-
him. Respect him. Like, bro, do you know how good Kevin De Bruyne is?
Do you know how overrated he is?
Bro, this nah. You need to watch ball, man. You need to watch ball, please, bro.
All right,
This man-
what side are you guys on? Do you think De Bruyne is better than Verratti?
He's the best midfielder in the world right now.
Not for me, but
That's a
like
fact.
but they're different players though. Like
I mean, what
Verratti
you
does,
say
like,
that.
look at their heat map. Like Verratti is in the whole central area, like it's red, the whole central area. De Bruyne, when he receives the ball, it's usually in the right side, like near the touch line. He's always close to the fullback, like playing passes and surveying the scene to carry the ball like into different areas, and then he has that running power. Like he's just a he's just a different type of player.
He's different gravy, man.
Yeah, like but Verratti's role is more like he has to do everything around the central areas, like through the middle. Like that's Verratti. Like he's the brain of a team. Like De Bruyne is, he's a go-getter, man. Like he's just GA machine.
No, don't dumb him down to go getter, please, man. He's a genius, man. He's a genius.
De Bruyne, like it's not.
Yeah.
De Bruyne's not. Even, I wouldn't classify De Bruyne as like an actual midfield. He's like kind of like Neymar. He's the 10th. You could say he's like the 4th midfielder, but he's not like doing what Verratti does. They're not actual midfielders. That makes sense. Like they play way.
Yeah.
Even Neymar plays way deeper. He plays deeper than De Bruyne. Like De Bruyne is like mainly final third. Like he's not really available in the first 2 phases of the pitch. So I mean, it's not even comparable.
No, listen, De Bruyne.
They're different players. Like they're both elite players. Like for me, Verratti. Shout out to Verratti. Happy birthday to him. Like,
shout out.
I'll be honest. I never knew he was this good. My entire time watching him play, but the last 3-4 seasons, like I'm a Verratti sexual. Like he's a world class player, man. Like he can play 6, 8, 10, control midfield, long, short range passing. He can fit into any system. He can tackle. The only thing he can't do is shoot, but that's not his job. But he's just a wonderful player, man.
Man, you're English. I can tell by accent. So do you actually think? Do you think Verratti is a better player than Kevin De Bruyne?
I'll be honest. Yeah, I live in London. Yeah, the perception of Verratti. Like he doesn't get spoken about in terms of top midfielders.
Yeah,
people don't watch.
I want to know the question though. I want to know your answer though. Like, what do you think?
Who do I think is better?
Yeah, as a player.
Well, they're different players, but like, who has more impact on their team? I would
Answer
say
the question, man.
I would say Verratti has more impact because if you take Verratti out of PSG, like we're not good. But
Yes.
at least we saw Man City win the Premier League without De Bruyne. Like they literally won the
because
Premier League.
they have a good midfield. And we have a shit midfield. Like context matters, though. No.
Yeah, but like if you go attribute for attribute, Verratti can probably do more.
So I have a question. 2015, when he went to Wolfsburg and he won the DFB Cup with Wolfsburg and challenged Bayern Munich. You think Verratti could do that with a mid-table team?
No, he can't do that. But that's why I said they're different players.
All right.
Well, but, like, what? Why should he? What
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Like they're different players. Like
it's a question.
That's such a weird question.
David, you're making us disrespect De Bruyne because we think Verratti is better. Like De Bruyne can be good on his little own island. All right.
No, De Bruyne is elite.
Listen. Verratti.
You literally just came here.
Is competing with the best all-time midfielders. When you look at how good he is, I don't care about stats. I don't care about that. What I care about when I watch a game, who's better? I've seen De Bruyne. I've seen Verratti. What happened when Italy played Belgium? Huh? We're talking now, not City, not PSG. Who was the best player in the Euros?
Yo, Mo, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Mo, do you know how flawed your logic is?
It's not flawed. It's not flawed.
You just pick out matches where he plays bad. I can be like, okay,
big matches. That's how I compare big players.
Why didn't they qualify for the World Cup in 2014?
Listen,
why didn't
I don't care about what he does against Fulham.
Like what he do against the
what did De Bruyne do in the Champions League final?
What did Verratti do anything in Champions League? Like, come on. Like that doesn't make sense.
No, but like the way people like, you know, like for example, what's the difference between like Verratti's masterclass against Troyes recently versus De Bruyne's masterclass against Fulham? You know, like it's just the perception. Like, you know, people, because it's in the Premier League, people are just hyping up that De Bruyne performance today.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's just. Like Fulham were garbage. Like Man City had 10 men and still had 73% possession. That's absolutely disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting, bro. Like people be overrating that league, bro, sometimes, bro. Like a little bit. Like just a little bit. I get it. It's the #1 league in the world. We all understand that, but they overrated it just a little, like not
for
even
me,
just a little.
For me though, Verratti can control midfields. He can control the game. Like he could easily slot into those Barcelona, Spain midfields. Like De Bruyne, I don't think he could do that. Like the way his style of play is just different. But like Verratti, he can tackle, he can pass, he can break lines, he's press resistant. Like, and he's played with bums.
Yeah, but like if Verratti was in that City midfield, he'd be the best midfielder there. Trust me. Like he wouldn't miss a game. Like Pep would just literally he'd be his muse. He'd be Pep's muse on the team. He'd just give him the keys.
One thing about De Bruyne though, like his shooting and his playmaking is elite. Like, and his set pieces, and like shooting is elite.
Yeah, I think that's why like Verratti has like the low like chance. Like his key, like Verratti can create chances, but like he doesn't have the output compared to like the Kimmiches and the Cruzes and the De Bruynes because they take set pieces. They always take. Verratti doesn't take set pieces. You know, he just leaves that to Neymar, Messi.
Like, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, like
nor does he want to.
Verratti's key passes have gone down since Messi has joined. Like he's doing less playmaking, he's playing deeper.
Yeah,
I think he's capable. I think he's capable of creating on a high elite level.
I think it's a silly debate. I think it's easy. I think De Bruyne, he's elite, but he's robotic elite. Whilst Verratti, he's a genius. He has a functioning brain. De Bruyne does the same stuff all the time. And he can do that against bum teams. But when it comes to the big team, where's De Bruyne? Like, who has had the most better, memorable Champions League performances? Is it Verratti or De Bruyne? It's Verratti, easily.
Verratti every Champions League campaign
against Liverpool. Verratti's performance against Liverpool is better than anything De Bruyne has done in the Champions League.
Yeah, I think Verratti can do more. Like I think Verratti, he's in a class of like Scholes, Xavi, Pirlo, those type of midfielders.
Yeah, those type. Yeah.
Like his talent is just amazing. Like He's just a wonderful player, man.
Play like that.
Yeah, go on.
PSG report.
Like he dictates the play, like he decides how the game flows, like everything like that. Like, compared to De Bruyne, who's like more high up the pitch and just creating chances.
Yeah, I mean that's the comparing two players that have different roles is going to be hard. But as I said, you can easily say who's the better player. You can easily, if you ask Pep behind closed doors, he's saying Verratti every day. He's saying easily Verratti every day. Like De Bruyne, if he was playing at Paris Saint-Germain, he would be even less hyped than Marco Verratti. But if Verratti was playing in Manchester City, he would be much more hyped than what De Bruyne is right now.
At the end of the day, De Bruyne is a forward. He should be compared with forwards, not midfielders.
Yeah, like he's like Steven Gerrard. He's like Gerrard, like similar to Gerrard.
Yeah, and if
But
you compare De Bruyne to the players in his position, he's not the best.
One thing I'll say about
De Bruyne is probably better than Gerrard and Beckham and all those guys.
Oh yeah, he's better than Beckham.
Lampard.
And Lampard,
Yeah.
But I've seen De Bruyne play false nine in the Bernabeu and put on a masterclass. Like when Man City didn't have a striker, he was playing false nine at times, and like he was putting on clinics week in, week out in the Premier League, like getting 19 assists this season with no striker. Like